Welcome to the Wild Stallion Mockast, where mortal topics meet an eternal perspective. Here, we ride beyond the boundaries of mortality, beyond the narrow paths of right and wrong, and into the open plains of agape love, the eternal truth. The Wild Stallion has no reins, no bit, and no burden. Its freedom is its power, and its only companion is Christ. Not a rider to dominate, but a presence to guide, walking beside with the strength of eternity. In this place, we don't wrestle with the binary of good versus evil. Instead, we uncover the beauty of what was always meant to be, the unity of creation, the logic of love, and the infinite possibilities of a father-centric cosmos. So saddle up, or better yet, let go, and join us as we gallop headlong into conversations that challenge, inspire, and awaken. This is not a journey for the faint of heart, but for those bold enough to embrace the untamed, the unbroken, and the eternal. Welcome, friend, to the Wild Stallion Mockast. The plains are endless, and the ride begins now.
Good day, beloved listeners, and welcome to another deeply enriching April 19th episode of the Wild Stallion Mockast Presents, My Utmost for His Highest by Oswald Chambers. I'm Debbie St. George, and today we have an extraordinary treat for all you seekers of divine wisdom and quantum insight. Before we jump into today's powerful devotional contemplation, just a quick reminder and disclaimer. The voices you'll hear today, including my own, are AI generated and carefully crafted for your listening enjoyment and spiritual edification. These voices are designed to deliver an authentic, immersive experience as you journey deeper into Father's physics and timeless spiritual truths. As always, you'll hear the devotional itself delivered in the voice of Oswald Chambers, vividly portrayed by Danial St. Immediately following, Denny Anthony will share his personal reflection, guiding us to deeper understanding and insight. You can visit myutmost.org for today's full devotional reading. So, settle in, beloved friends, and prepare your hearts and minds. Without further ado, here is today's devotional contemplation, My Utmost for His Highest. Selah.
For Joab had turned after Adonijah, though he turned not after Absalom. 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 28. Joab stood the big test. He remained absolutely loyal and true to David and did not turn after the fascinating and ambitious Absalom, but yet towards the end of his life he turned after the craven Adonijah. Always remain alert to the fact that where one man has gone back is exactly where anyone may go back. See 1 Corinthians 10:13. You have gone through the big crisis, now be alert over the least things. Take into calculation the retired sphere of the least. We are apt to say, it is not in the least likely that having been through the supreme crisis, I shall turn now to the things of the world. Do not forecast where the temptation will come. It is the least likely thing that is the peril. In the aftermath of a great spiritual transaction, the retired sphere of the least begins to tell. It is not dominant, but remember it is there, and if you are not warned, it will trip you up. You have remained true to God under great and intense trials. Now beware of the undercurrent. Do not be morbidly introspective, looking forward with dread, but keep alert. Keep your memory bright before God. Unguarded strength is double weakness, because that is where the retired sphere of the least saps. The Bible characters fell on their strong points, never on their weak ones. Kept by the power of God, that is the only safety. Selah.
Hey, what's shaking my beloved bros and my totally cool womb bros? It's your boy, the Denster, coming at you live and energized, ready to dive deep into today's contemplation from beyond the narrow gate. And man, let me tell you, it's a pleasure like no other to be hanging with you all in this sacred space. Speaking of the narrow gate, it's so cozy here, you know what I mean? Just snuggling up safely in Father's loving embrace. It's like when you're standing at the edge of the pool, hesitating, and someone's already in the water yelling, "Dive on in, it's warm!" Trust me, folks, the water here is way warmer and infinitely more inviting. All right, peeps, let's roll into our power verse for today. When the devil had finished every temptation, he left him until an opportune time. Luke 4:13. Now check this out. When we face down temptations to draw life from the tree of knowledge, it doesn't mean the struggle's over and done. You see, the enemy's whole gig is to shift our gaze from God consciousness to self-consciousness, making us forget who and whose we really are. But he can't just mess with us anytime he wants, right? He's got to wait for that opportune time. But here's the kicker, friends. As long as we are rock solid certain that Christ has conquered and absolutely demolished the devil's work, then no sneaky lie can touch us. We've got to stay alert, though, because he's always out there lurking, watching, waiting for us to slip back into old mindsets. Our beloved brother John, apostle of Christ, stated that Christ appeared that he would demolish the works of the devil in 1 John 3 and verse 8. It's important to note that Christ knew there was a devil out there, and he chose him to be one of his disciples. We are, of course, talking about our brother Judas Iscariot. Now, Oswald Chambers hits us with this mysterious phrase today. He calls it the retired sphere of the leasts. Pretty intriguing, right? Here's how I see it. This sphere is kind of like our spiritual trophy case, a place we stash our past victories in moments of overcoming. It's easy to get comfy, to relax and think, hey, I already beat this temptation. I'm good. But that's just it. We think we're immune because we've overcome once or twice. It's like acing a test and then forgetting the answers because you don't think you'll ever need them again. But listen up, beloved. That's exactly why the Apostle Peter warns us. Be self-controlled and alert. 1 Peter 5:8. Never let yourself think you've arrived, because thinking you've arrived implies you weren't connected in the first place. Our whole mission, the whole point of embracing the truth, is realizing once and for all that nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate us from our Father's love. And that beautiful, unshakable truth remains the same yesterday, today, and forever. Beliefs and perceptions, they're cool and all, but honestly, they can only carry us so far when it comes to the eternal truth of our Father. Look, our Father totally gets it that people believe certain things deeply, genuinely, passionately, but he doesn't bend his eternal truth to fit our mortal misunderstandings. His truth is higher. His logic, his core logic, is beyond anything we come up with. Remember the Mount of Transfiguration? Father made it crystal clear when he said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." Listen to him. Matthew 17:5 spells it out loud and clear. I know, right? Trippy. Now consider this, my friends. If our Father doesn't condemn anyone within his creation, why would he care if we mistakenly believe he does? Father doesn't even entertain thoughts of evil within his creation. It's like, dude, evil doesn't even enter his divine equation. He doesn't engage in that whole knowledge of good and evil business. That's purely a human hang-up, not his. So if our loving Father isn't tallying our mistakes, if he's literally not keeping score, then why should we, his precious offspring, burden ourselves with those impossible standards? Let me drop some Apostle Paul wisdom on you right here, right now. And all things are of God, who has reconciled us unto himself by Jesus Christ, and has given to us the ministry of reconciliation. For God was in Christ, and reconciled the world to himself, not imputing their sins unto them, and has committed the word of reconciliation to us. 2 Corinthians 5:18 and 19. Can you feel how powerful that is? It's an open and shut case, y'all. Father has already settled the issue, reconciling us completely through Christ. He's handed us this incredible message, this ministry of reconciliation, not condemnation. That means it's time for us to let go of old burdens, old scores, old lies, and step fully into the eternal embrace of our Father's unconditional, unbreakable love. So there we have it, beloved bros and womb bros. It's a wrap. Remember, stay alert, stay God-conscious, and keep swimming deep into the warmth of Father's embrace. Until the next, this is your boy, the Denster, reminding you to stay true, stay righteous, and stay wild for love, yeah? Amen.
Hey there, friend. Are you ready to break free from the old, tired rules of physics that limit your world? Are you searching for a way to not just survive, but thrive in a universe of infinite possibility? Then hold on tight, because the Principles of Father's Physics by Denny Anthony are here to transform your reality. Imagine this, a universe built on the immortal atom of God, the IAG, the ultimate building block of existence. It's not just science, it's the foundation of eternity. At the heart of the IAG lies the singularity particle, a core of pure protons that replaces the chaotic, fragile nucleus of old. But wait, there's more. Orbiting this singularity is the ionic particle, a single positively charged marvel in superposition, eliminating the need for electrons. And binding it all together, the luminous photonic lattice, the cosmic glue that ensures balance, harmony, and unity in all things. But the IAG is just the beginning. Welcome to Father's Quantum Framework, where every law of motion and energy is redefined. The universal law of inertia reveals that nothing is truly still. Motion is powered by consciousness, will, and intention. The universal law of momentum says light itself governs matter, giving you control over vibrational energy. And forget Newton's outdated ideas. Father's universal law of motion brings synergy, action, and creation to a whole new level. And what ties it all together? Father's mathematics, a revolutionary base 3 cyclical system. Say goodbye to zero, fractions, and decimals. This is unity in motion. 3 equals 1, endlessly cycling, endlessly creating. From 1 to 9, it's perfection, balance, and limitless possibility. This isn't just a theory, it's your key to survival and a brighter, eternal future. A world where love, light, and life are infinite, and decay and death are left behind forever. So, what are you waiting for? Step into the light of the Father's physics universe and embrace the power of the immortal atom of God. Claim your future right now. Visit us online exclusively on YouTube via the Wild Stallion Mockast channel. Yes. You know you want to.
That's a lot to take in, Denny, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. So, if I understand correctly, the immortal atom is like a tiny building block of the universe, right? It has this really small, super dense particle at the center, surrounded by this weird particle that's always in 2 places at once, and then there's this weird light grid that keeps everything from blowing up. Is that about right?